Assalamu alaikum. The topic of my video presentation is Role of Sufism in Spreading Islam in Subcontinent. My name is Shahroz Ahmad and my registration number is FA17 BCS 169. You can study God through everything and everyone in the universe because God is not confined in a mosque, synagogue or church. But if you are still in need of knowing where exactly His abode is, there is only one place to look for Him, in the heart of true lover. Shamasta praise. Well, let's talk about Sufism. What is Sufism? Sufism is a discipline, a system of education that facilitates the journey of self-knowledge, a journey which taught the real meaning of love. What are the characteristics of Sufis? The Sufis are well-read, widely traveled and spiritual leaders of the masses. They succeeded in their mission because they had both the strength of character and the courage of conviction, and were selfless and devoted to their cause. Their movement made inroads in the subcontinent, and it grew powerful and successful. They were simply men drunk with the love of God, and aspired only to work for divine pleasure. Why Sufis were so popular in subcontinent? Well, there are a few reasons. First is, everyone was welcome to the lodge of Sufis and start living in their lodge. They never ask anyone to leave and provide all the facilities to their guests. The Sufis were triumphant because of their noble deeds and the marvelous examples they set. They never imposed their beliefs on non-Muslims. The Khanqahs provided protection to wanderers, institution for those who wanted to quench their thirst for knowledge, food to the needy and love to all. People read around the ideology of Sufism, which was simply to digest, practicable to exercise. Many of the great kebabs and the savory dishes that we like to enjoy today were actually first prepared in Sufi Khanqahs. Much of the classical music in the subcontinent that delight our ear today arose out of Sufis' meditational practices. Well, let's talk about role of Sufis in subcontinent. In the subcontinent, the Sufis made uttering self-incessant struggle for the spread of Islam. It was their affection, sympathy, fraternity and the ultimate patron actions that won the hearts of people. Most of these Muslim saints migrated to India between the time span of 11th and 14th century and devoted their lives for the cause of Islam. Sufis made Islam popular in India. The two great pioneers in this field were Sheikh Abdul Qadir Jilani and Hazrat Shahabuddin Shahwardi. Dada Ganj Bakhsh of Lahore, Khwaja Moinuddin of Ajmer, Khwaja Bakhtiyar Kaki Delhi, Baba Farid of Pakpatan, Sheikh Bahauddin Zakaria of Multan, Makhdum Jahaniya Jangast of Bahawalpur, Sheikh. There are four branches of Sufism: Qadriya, Chishtiya, Suharawardiya, Naqshbandiya. The Suharawardiya order was founded by Sheikh Abul Najib Suharwardi and was introduced into Muslim India by Sheikh Bahauddin Zakaria of Multan. Hazrat Khwaja Moinuddin introduced the Chishtiyani Silsila in the subcontinent. He settled in Ajmer because he established the first Sufi Silsila in the subcontinent. Branches of Sufism. The famous Qadriya order entered India through Sindh in 1482. Sayyid Bandagi Muhammad Ghaus, one of the descendants of the founder Sheikh Abdul Qadir Jilani, took up residence in Sindh at Bahawalpur and died in 1517. How Sufism spread in subcontinent? According to Hasan Nizami, Suharawardiya Sufis were the first to arrive in India and made their headquarters in Sindh. This order achieved much success under the leadership of Hazrat Bahauddin Zakaria in Multan. Nizamuddin Auliya spread Sufism in Delhi, from where it dispersed to the south of India, accompanying the expansion of the Tughlaq dynasty. Sakhi Sultan, Hazrat Abdullah Shah of Karachi, Hazrat Shah Inayat of Jog Sharif, Hazrat Shah Abdul Latif Bitai, Sachal Sarmast and Kalandar Lal Shehbaz were saints of high stature in Sindh who converted many Hindus. Sufis in government. Contrary to widely held beliefs, the Muslim authorities at that time actually supported these Sufis. Even the Mughal emperors Babur and Humayun were known for their admiration for the Sufi saints. They always visited the tombs of Islamic mystics whenever he went to Persia. Shamsuddin of Delhi Sultanate even appointed Bahauddin Zakaria as the Sheikh ul-Islam. During the time of Delhi Sultanate, Sufi poets and saints were patronized by the state of their role in the spread of Islam. It was hence a time when culture and arts flourished. Well, there are few impacts of Sufis on Hindus. The Bhakti movement was a reform from within Sufism that sought to break away from the prevalent caste system whereby the Brahmins were declared as superior to all the caste and the Dalits or the untouchable were discriminated badly against. It sought to create a more inclusive society, and the only criterion of its membership was boundless love for other human beings. Misconception about Sufism. Akbar was to become a controversial figure in Islamic history because of his alleged creation of new religion called Deen-e-Ilahi. It is true that he commissioned the building of Hindu temples, but he also built many mosques. He never denied the Islamic Sharia. Many of misconceptions crept in due to lack of understanding of the Tasawwuf. He never thought of himself as a prophet trying to gain followers, but rather he understood himself as Peer, a Sufi saint, and his devotees as Murids. If anyone is to be credited for the creation of a new religion, it is to be Guru Nanak, who founded Sikhism by the 16th century. But why Sufis? Why not Islamic scholars? Sufis plays an important role in spreading Islam only because they are not extremists like most of scholars. They deal with love. They spread Islamic teachings through love and taught how to love and live in peace. Islam is the religion of peace. They didn't impose set of rules bound to Sharia. Instead, they enlightened Islam in their hearts. Well, let's talk about conclusion. Most of the reason of the rivalries between different sects of Islam is these scholars that became so busy in following the Sharia they might forget why Islam came in the first place. Islam is the religion of peace and love and came down to teach us how to live with love with one another. Sufis taught us how to follow your heart and then follow Islam. This way they established peace among all sects. Thank you for your time. Allah Hafiz.